I did mention the abuse, the sexual abuse. No, we must make it clear to our children what is acceptable behavior from adults in the family and what is not acceptable. Because those predators who hide within the family, they will use that family connection, the fact that, oh, I'm grandpa, or I'm uncle, I'm cousin, I'm dad, I'm stepdad. They will use that to gain access to the children. So we need to make our children know what is allowed, what is not allowed. Am I allowed to sit on uncle's lap, grandpa's lap, dad's lap? You set the rules in your family. What do you think is, am I allowed to, is dad allowed to kiss me on the lips? Can grandpa kiss me on the lips? Can cousin kiss me on the lips? Can he touch me certain places? So that we need to make this clear, because there are predators within the family who will abuse this situation. And when we leave our children with relatives to babysit, for whatever reason, whether it's date night or it's holiday time or it's whatever the case may be, sleepover with cousins, we must be very careful who we leave them with, and let them know, if so and so does this, call me as soon as you can. Tell someone in the household, right? Because abuse, like I said, is a major issue in the family, and it's an issue that is often hidden. We harbor the abusers. We need to stop harboring abusers in the family. We're scared, we don't want them to get into trouble, so we don't mind the children getting into trouble and having this to deal with for the rest of their lives. We don't want uncle to go to jail. We still want dad to support the family. We want stepdad to pitch in. So you don't want to put this person in a position where the law might intervene and he's made to pay, so we allow the children to suffer for the sake of stability, financial security. So we need to examine ourselves and ask these questions. Am I harboring a predator? Have I been suspicious about certain things and I tried to quell them in myself, even though I saw evidence or enough reason to suspect? Did I try to get to the bottom of things? We have to ask ourselves these questions and be honest with ourselves. Be honest with ourselves. Can't just do things for the sake of the family name. We are respected in the community, we are respected in the country. Therefore, we can't allow this to come out. We can't let people find out, oh, what are they going to say? What are they going to think of us now? What will happen to us? No. Alright, so we have to look at all of these things. Are there persons in the family whom always need us to bail them out? Always need you to literally bail them out from the jail. Always need you to come pick them up halfway across town to get them out of trouble over there. Always getting into debts that they can't pay back. Always getting into fights that they can't work their way out of. Are there persons who you're always having to go and rescue? Time and time again. These people need to get themselves sorted out, or we need to get help for them to sort themselves out. They can't take it for granted that we're always going to be there to bail them out. So if it means we have to sit down, the elders, whomever, sit with this person. Why are you always getting into trouble? What is your issue? What are your goals? Let them make a plan. How are you going to avoid trouble? And sometimes it means relocating the person, at least temporarily, from the bad company or whatever it is that's causing them to get into trouble all the time. Alright? If it's a child who is just not doing well at school, get to the source of the problem, talk to the teachers, talk to the guidance counselor, get some therapy for the children. Now, another form of dysfunction is when the family does not participate in school events, does not participate in things that the children do extracurricular. We have to attend the concerts if they're performing. We have to attend the PTA. We have to attend the matches. Let them feel like we are supporting them. Build their esteem. Cheer for them. Let them know somebody is in the audience who came specifically to see me. Somebody is here cheering for me. Right? It's important that our children grow with this. We have to build their self-esteem, make them feel like they belong, let them feel proud. When other children come to school and they're talking about my family this, my family that, our children should be able to say, my family is very supportive. My family talks to me about things that are concerning to me. Right? Our children should be able to say this about their relatives. Now, we know that family members, they are people, so they have careers, they have skills. However, we should not feel obligated. We should try, of course, to support our family members, and all things being equal, give them the first choice, all things being equal. However, if they do not do quality work, we should not feel obligated to hire them. I'm a firm believer in this. Some family members feel that because they are family, whatever it is they do, we should hire them, whether plumber, electrician, lawyer, doctor, whatever. We should hire on the basis of quality all the time. All the time. And we should let the family members know, if you do not do quality work, if you don't have good work ethics, if you don't have good customer service, I'm going to pass you over, pass you up. In addition to this, there are family members who feel that when you have a business, they are entitled to freebies, they are entitled to discounts all the time. They are entitled to loans because you're a business person, you should be able to lend them. No, we need to make this clear. The business will not thrive if you have to be giving out discounts to all the family members, giving out freebies. You have overhead costs that you have to meet. And we should support each other as family, patronize each other as family, right? Now, I am going to include in this course a mini test. The mini test will have a number of pointers that you can go down one by one and answer yes or no to try to determine, first of all, the level of dysfunction in the family, past or present, to determine your role, the role that you may have played. Because many times we fail to understand that we played a role. We like to think of the other person as being toxic and narcissistic. And we fail to see that we are sometimes the toxic and narcissistic one. And we played a great role in the dysfunction. So we need to accept that before we can do any resolution. We need to accept our role as minimal as it is, or as great as it is. And finally, we have to see how to resolve. So you can go down the list in that document, check yes or no, and then you're going to tally and decide where you stand on that, going down that list, where you stand on the spectrum. Let's call it a spectrum, right? And because it's very important to resolve these issues, it is very crucial. Family dysfunction can cause, as I said, alienation, resentment, actual literal fighting. It can lead to actual death of family members, legal battles that go on and on and on. So it is very important to resolve the dysfunction. And don't feel that dysfunction is a normal thing. It is not. It's called dysfunction for a reason. It is not normal. It's just that it has become so rampant in our modern society. We feel like, oh, family is dysfunctional, it's normal. Everybody's family is dysfunctional. So let us bring the family back. Bring the family back to a place of functionality. Providing upstanding citizens, law-abiding citizens, happy and healthy citizens. I hope this mini course was useful to you. I hope you learned something, and I hope you will go through the mini test, and I hope you will score very well on that test, and give me some feedback on how you did. And if you have any further questions, I'll be happy to take your questions. Goodbye for now, and thank you for joining me.